Take the wheel off, use a 21mm socket. And remove the wheel. Now I'm going to support the lower control arm. I'm just using a pole jack and just take some tension off the shock. Take this bolt out, use a 17mm socket. Take a pry bar and just pry the shock out. Take these two nuts off, use a 13mm socket. And you take the second one off, just hold the shock from falling. And slide it down and slide it up. Take this boot off, it just slides right off. Use a 16mm socket, take this nut off. And the shaft may start spinning. What you could do is use a 16mm wrench and then use some locking pliers and just take it off that way. Easier way to do this is take a screwdriver, just slide this boot back. You can use the locking pliers right here. And take the nut off. Slide off the mount. Now transfer the boot over to the new shock. Slide that onto the new one. Now take this piece off the mounts, this upper bushing, this bushing and this sleeve. Take the new one, the new sleeve. Slide the new bushing in place. And there's the nut. And get this started. Now I'm going to use a 17mm ratchet wrench and then a 5.5mm wrench, or you can use some locking pliers on the end right there. And just tighten this up. If you have the ability to torque this, you want to torque this nut to 24 foot-pounds. And put the cap back on. Before we install this in the vehicle, you want to exercise it. Just compress it and let it extend. Do this 3 times. Now send this back up in position over the studs. You can compress it to get it in the right location. Put the nuts on. Torque the nuts to 18 foot-pounds. Put the lower bolt in. You may have to adjust the pull jack to get it to line up right, or even use a pry bar. And get this started by hand. Once you get it started, then you can use some power tools. Torque that bolt to 88 foot-pounds. Now you can lower the pull jack. Put the wheel back on. And the lug nuts. Get those all started. Now I'm going to torque the lug nuts down to 80 foot-pounds in a cross pattern or a star pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. And just go around again, double check.